All right. What's good? What's good? What's good? Wait for some people to come in, man. Happy Monday. Another great show on Trill Boxing Talk. We're going to address some points. Wait for some people to come in until we get in here, man. What's going on, Ali Voso? Gregory Wyatt in the building. What's good? Cedric Fuller, what's happening? Sean Don Productions, what's good, man? Brothers UK in the building. What's good? Pugilism of Politics, what's going on, man? Nino Brown Boxing, what's happening? Dame Watson, what's happening? Corey Yellowman Jackson, TC The Crisis, what's going on? Ethan Fresh, Bam Bam Tweed, what's going on, Noop? Duke, what's good? Marcus Johnson, Tony Rome, JC, Lois One, man, Ivy Webb, what is happening? Prentice Williams, J-Lex, Jay Good, Jeff the Producer, Fight World TV, Left Hook Larry, Byron S. What's going on? Myron So Icy Sims, man. I shared your video. Your tweet. Joseph Ellis, what's good, man? Justin Martian, that super chat, man. What's good? What's good? All right, we got people coming in the house quickly. Talk about this Deontay Wilder. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the baddest man on the planet, no doubt about it. And I have done careful consideration and thought. And yeah, dude, that's the most talented fighter that I've seen in my life. There's a lot of different things, man, going on with Deontay Wilder that I want to talk about in this video. What's going on, Black Superman? Dre's Finest, Kenneth Johnson, Adam Rosario. We got 114 people in the building, 60 likes. Let's get them likes up. Look, man, let me tell you what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to be unusually organized because I want to make sure you are not entertained. You are not entertained. What do you mean, Matt Rainey? All in the building. What's good, man? So look, yeah, I think he's the most talented fighter I've ever seen. Yeah, most talented fighter I've ever seen, without a doubt. Most talented fighter I've ever seen. You can't do that without it. And I'll go through it. I'll go through why I say, because people are saying that he's, is he the hardest puncher? I don't know if he's the hardest puncher. I know he's the best knockout artist I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody, because what he's doing is not just power. He's setting that shit up. He's walking in the room, one trick pony, you're a fucking one trick moron. If the one trick is to knock, don't get him out of here. Let him in. Let him be. Let him be. Unhide Prentice Williams. You got to be a bad motherfucker to have one trick and have it always work. You know who else is a one trick pony? An executioner. An executioner is a one trick pony too. You're going to sit your ass right down in this chair. I'm going to strap your ass in, and I'm going to turn the machine on. Now, I need for you to sit there and fight your way out of it. Get out of that. But let's evaluate this one trick. Which trick is it, moron? You know what I find real funny? Have you ever heard, let me question. What percentage is one of two? I'm going to go backwards through this. What's going on, BB Boxing? What percentage is one of two? One of two. It's 50%. Yes, Star City J. We can agree ahead of time. It's 50%. Does 50% mean half? Half, right? How many hands do you have to hit somebody with? How many hands do you have to hit somebody with? 2. Dumbass, a right hand is half of fucking boxing is your right hand, dude. Half. You guys keep fucking using he only has a right hand as if motherfuckers got a right, left, front, and back. Like, are you fighting a fucking octopus? I'm just wondering, do you fight octopus? Are we any fucking boxers octopus? Are there any octopuses in the fucking ring? They got 6 hands? You only got 2 fucking hands, dumbass. And one of them you can't get touched with. The fuck are you talking about? If you cannot get touched by his right hand, you're a fucking dead man. Because that's half of the shit in boxing is on lock. He has half of the shit on lock. Take your ass that way. And if you come back this way, you're going to fuck sleep, which means he's taking away half of your fucking boxing match right there. You can't go that way. You can't even go that way. That way. You cannot go that way. What the fuck are you morons talking about? If you literally can, because that's how you do shit. Isn't that what boxing is? You take away something from somebody else. If you take away somebody's ability to move to their left, that means they can only go right, which means half of your shit is gone. And how long can you fight with half of your shit? Half of it. None of this, oh, I'm going this way. Oh, I'm going this way. No, you're not. You're fucking going that way. That's the fuck way you're going to go. You're going to go to my fucking left hand, and the second you slip up, the fight's over. How the fuck can you criticize a dude that takes away half of everything you can do? And half of what he can do will kill you. Half of what he can do will kill you, and you can only do half of the shit that you can do. And it's really more than half because coming forward is out of fucking whack too. Okay? Get up out of here, dog. Get out of here. That's why. See, all you guys want to talk about these sports analytic numbers and percentages, and somebody learned he landed 32% of his power punches, and he lands 67.2% of his jabs on Tuesday, on fights that happen on Tuesday, all those fucking stats, and you completely ignore this. Half of 2 is 1. 50% of his fucking body will kill you. You can't go that fucking way. Why do you guys miss that stat? And look, my stat, that stat is more powerful than your stat because the stat where you can't do half of your shit, you can't go one direction. You literally can't go one direction. And all he has to, and half of his punches will kill you, has resulted in 42 and 41 knockouts in 43 fights in every fucking body he's ever fought hitting the deck. That's what those statistics do. Those are facts. Yes, thank you, Matt Rainey. Those are facts. That's the fucking problem. You can't go that way. You can't go. It's like Serena Williams. Better yet, Sam, you probably don't even remember Pete Sampras. It don't matter what the fucking score in the game is. Boop ace. Boop ace. Boop ace game. He would fuck around and stare at balls just landing in the court. Like, hey, whatever. I'm not running for that shit. Nah, I'm not running for that shit. Fuck it. You know why? Boop ace. Boop ace. Boop ace. Boop ace. Your serve. All you got to do is break you once, game over. That's it. That's it. That's what Wilder does. All you got to do is let me touch you. He's literally playing fucking flag football out there, bitch. Whoop, you're out. Whoop, snatching the flag off people's chin. Out. He snatching the flags off, knocking people out like he's snatching a flag off a fucking belt. Boop. Boop. One trick pony. Hey, man, Anthony Joshua need to get another trick then, because his ass was a trick. His trick was his chin. You know that's why they didn't fight that boy. But look, moron. 41 knockouts. 41 knockouts. And that was a straight punch. A straight punch. A straight punch. No windmill to that at all. Boop. And the funny thing was, see, yeah, let that clown, you torture that clown. The funny thing was, what's going on? General Squirrel said, I admit Wilder cheated. He's a damn X-Man. Dude, let me tell you what. These are the things that I want to talk about. One, you guys never given him around. You haters. You guys are so overboard with this shit that I want to point a fact out, okay? You fucking morons have not given Deontay Wilder one fucking round in the last 5 fights. 5 fights, and you guys have not given him any rounds that he has not knocked somebody down in. You're a fucking liar. That's what I want to get to. You're fucking lying. Every fucking round Deontay Wilder has fought since Gerald Washington, I have never heard any of you motherfuckers say he won a round. You give, even though nothing happens in the round, even though no significant punches are landed, he automatically lost the round. When is the last time you've heard any of these haters give Deontay say that he won a round? He didn't give him any fucking rounds against Tyson Fury. They didn't give him any rounds against any round. Shit, the fight that even Dominic Brazil, they acted like he was losing a round until he knocked the dude out. He didn't give him any fucking round. These dudes didn't give him any fucking rounds against Luis Ortiz other than the ones where he knocked somebody down. They didn't give him any rounds against Gerald Washington. How many fucking times are you going to act like, how many fucking consecutive close rounds are you going to give to Deontay Wilder's opponents? Straight up. You're biased as fuck. If you cannot see in 5 fights a single round to give to that man in a close round, you're biased as fuck. You're telling me every close round, no matter what happens, the other guy wins the round. You're a fucking hater. You're a fucking hypocrite. You're lying. Every round, I've been waiting for it too. Because I was like, every round? Now, I'm watching the Luis Ortiz fight, right? And I'm like, you know what? I had it 3-2. I gave it 3-2 to Luis Ortiz. You know why I gave 1 round to Deontay Wilder? Because Deontay Wilder buckled him with a left hook. Buckled him with a left hook and landed a straight right. Only punch that landed. Somehow they gave that round to Deontay Wilder. Somehow people give that round to Tyson, Luis Ortiz, even though nothing other than Deontay Wilder landed a punch happened. How the fuck did you give him that round? How do you give Tyson Fury every round of the first 5 rounds when nothing happened in at least 4 of them? No significant punches landed at all. But yet, I'm not saying you split them between the two. I mean, literally, you can't find a 10-10 round. If nothing happens, Deontay Wilder loses the round. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How many? How many? What is Deontay Wilder? Why is Deontay Wilder damn near the only boxer that has to knock somebody down to win a round? I'm perplexed. He gets no benefit of the doubt on a close round that I've seen from any of y'all haters. And I'm calling you haters because if you can't find a round to give him in 5 fights, what else can I say? Skip the knockout. Let's talk about the fact. Let's start by talking about the fact that many of you acted like Deontay Wilder didn't win any rounds before the knockdown. Even though Deontay Wilder wobbled Luis Ortiz with a left hook. Okay? Now, my opinion is this. Exactly, Almighty Law. They were close rounds. There were close rounds in the Tyson Fury fight. There were close rounds in the Gerald Washington fights. There was close rounds in all these fights. But these guys have never given a close round to Deontay Wilder. Not once. Not once. Romero Harrell said, for now, we need these haters. They be the same cats that pay to watch the fighters that they don't like lose, though, cementing his legacy by pay-per-views. I hope so. I have a suspicion so. And Dre's finest, that punch was heard around the world, man down. Yeah. And see, then They switch up. Then they switch up. And now he's just a one-trick pony, a knockout. Well, damn. A knockout is a trick. A knockout is a trick. No, sir. A knockout is the purpose. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to knock somebody out. That's the goal, okay? And if we really wanted to go back to the rules, like the original rules of boxing, y'all would have to call this dude the. If you went back to the original rules of boxing, where you fought until somebody could not continue, Deontay Wilder might be the greatest fighter ever. Because he's the only guy that's actually doing what the original intent of boxing was, to render your fighter unable to continue. The original rules of boxing, before the Queensberry rules, was that you, after you got knocked down, you had 20 seconds for your corner to get you back to the line, which means basically get you back to the corner and start again, right? And if you could not make it there by that time, the fight was over. And people fought and fought and fought until nobody else could continue. Deontay Wilder is the only guy in boxing that is beating people the way that boxing was intended. The fights were originally intended to be ended. A knockout. Not fake fury. Not faking it, running all the way to the bell's over. Oh, it's 12 rounds. He couldn't touch me, and I touched him more times than he touched me. No, man. That wasn't how boxing was supposed to be scored originally. TC, the Crisis, said they all forget how to score a fight for Wilder. Yeah, pretty much. Any punch that lands, any punch that's thrown is like it's a landed punch. But then the fact that they say that he doesn't know how to box, and I watched this dude set up a right hand for 6 rounds. Watched him do it. Left hooks to the body, left hooks to the head, pawing jabs, hook, right, wide hooks that Luis Ortiz caught on the gloves. So after Luis Ortiz got hit a couple times with left hooks to the body, and he got buzzed with a left hook to the head, he started moving to his left. He started moving to his left. And then Deontay Wilder, he thought he had Deontay Wilder time because he caught the hook. And then what did he do? He saw the punch coming because he threw that little blinding jab out there. Luis Ortiz got his hand there in time. The only problem was he put his hand here. He didn't put his hand here. And he hit him dead in the forehead, dude, and knocked him out. Not a wide sweeping hook. Yeah. Ortiz definitely took a dive, a backwards dive. And he practiced it very, very, very well. The way that he cocked his legs out like that, the way his legs involuntarily cocked out and his eyes involuntarily bugged. Yeah, sure. He took a dive. Sure he did. Yeah, no, he was fighting just like Kovalev. He wasn't trying to throw any significant shots at Deontay Wilder. No, he was pity-patting like Kovalev. Same thing, right? Anyway, he set that up and it worked. That's boxing. Last time I checked, that's boxing. Isn't it? Ain't that boxing? I think that's boxing. Hell yeah, that's the Nesty plunge. Into a pile of cash that none of these other dudes would give him because they wouldn't fight him. A Nesty plunge into a pile of cash. Because at least Deontay Wilder gave him a bet of $7 million to land on. Hey, man, thank you for fighting. He said, I took a dive. These motherfuckers, I'm telling you, yeah, he took a dive. Yeah, of course he did. Anything that's necessary, dude. Anything you have to do. When you start with the conclusion and you don't want to admit you were wrong, Gravy Davis said, Paulie was starting the hating right before the Brazil KO and had to shut up. Oh, yeah. Started with, oh, do you see what he, oh, fight over. Oh, fight over. Oh, fight over. But yeah, man, I really do. Wilder is the greatest of all time. I think he's the greatest knockout artist that I've ever seen. I'm still maintaining, dude. I'm kind of tight with shit. Like, he's the greatest knockout puncher. He's the greatest knockout artist, the best knockout artist that I've ever seen. And I've watched Foreman. I watched Shavers. He's as good. He is as hard a puncher as I have ever seen. And more than likely, he's the hardest ever. And this is why I'll say more than likely he's the hardest puncher because of his dimensions. Now, I'm not going to say the effect. I'm talking about the dimensions. There are fight. First of all, at a certain point, you don't need to punch any harder. You know what I mean? Like George Foreman, you don't need to punch, and there is no necessity to punch any harder than him. He punches beyond the ability, beyond the capacity of the human brain to handle it. Okay? There are certain fighters that have the capacity to punch, to hit you hard enough with enough pounds of pressure that your body cannot, that a human body cannot handle it. Okay? And Deontay Wilder has crossed that threshold. George Foreman crossed that threshold. Sonny Liston crossed that threshold. Not a lot of fighters really have crossed the threshold to the point where if they touch you, you're going out. Now, the reason why I say Deontay Wilder probably is because he's 6'7". And it's not necessarily about punching down. It's about how long the energy develops and passes through his kinetic chain. Because that's like a serve, right? Like the hardest servers are tall because the ground builds up. It builds up from the ground, right? You take your energy from the ground and it goes through your legs, go through your body, goes through your shoulders, you know, your hips, your shoulders, your arm, your wrist. And just by the fact that it's so long that he catches you at the end of it. Dude, and did you hear what he said? When he said, oh, yeah, he said, I felt it. That's a scary thing. Because he said, yeah, I saw it and I felt it. I felt the torque. I felt the power go through my... It's like his punch is a fucking magic wand or some shit. Like, boom, that's it. That's it right there. Boom, right there. Good night. Because I don't think... Not too many people I know. Dude, he literally lands the punch and knows it's over and walks away. Got it. And Tyson Fury, dude, hey, all you Fury fans, dog, he's getting put to sleep, dog. Deontay Wilder's smart. That's another thing that's underestimated. That's why I'm saying this is the most, and I'm not the first person to say that, okay? The first person to say that I heard say this was Nassim. What's Nassim's last name, man? Nassim Richardson, former trainer for Shane Mosley, former trainer for Bernard Hopkins, said, "Look, man, Deontay Wilder is the most talented fighter in history because to win, first of all, to start that late." Nobody else that has achieved what he achieved and started that late in life. Okay? Nobody. Ali was fighting from the time he was 8. George Foreman was fighting maybe a little later than that, but early teens. Same thing for, I guess Sonny Liston probably picked it up later too. But the fact that you can do it over and over and over and over again, and you get that shit science like that, dude, that's a different type of knockout, dude. He's not looking for the same punch. Okay? He's not knocking out people with the same punch. He's not. He's knocking people out with the same hand, but he's not knocking people out with the same punch. The punch that knocked out Luis Ortiz was not the same punch was not the same punch that knocked out Luis Ortiz last time. Those are two different punches. Two different punches. One was looping, cuffing here. One was straight right here. Those are two different punches. Radically different punches. And by the way, welcome to watch that punch, Tyson. Watch that punch. That left hook to the body, and that's a southpaw too, by the way. That's a southpaw. So the jab couldn't even work. Mr. Wasn't working like that. Philly Fight Doctor, much love in that super chat. Mr. already said his knockout punch is like a home run. You know it as soon as you hear it. He knows it when he feels it connect. Yeah, obviously. But when y'all going to bow down exactly, man? When y'all going to bow down and get his man his credit? I'm tired of trolling you media people, man. Okay? I'm tired of it, but hey, you know, I'm also tired of getting up and working every day. I'll continue to do it. I know you hear me. I know you hear me. What you're doing is shameful. The most imperfect. First of all, you guys can't even start talking about Deontay Wilder without insulting him first. You have to start with an insult. But you always have to end with the compliment, homie. You're starting all your shit with insults. After losing every round, you got to put that up front, huh? You got to put that, you put the most important thing for you in the front. You don't say Deontay Wilder destroys Luis Ortiz in the 6th round. You say, after losing the first 5 rounds, Deontay Wilder scores a knockdown. What is the most important part of the attention of what are you trying to draw your reader's attention to? The fact that he lost rounds. You want to say Deontay Wilder loses so bad that you will manipulate and try to jangle around sentences just so you can say it. The most imperfect wrecking machine in boxing. Really? He's the most imperfect wrecking machine. Now, see, on so many levels, that's a funny statement. But I will just point on this out. Who is a more perfect wrecking machine than Deontay Wilder? Since he's the most imperfect, who is the least imperfect? Do you have a list? Who is a more effective knockout machine than Deontay Wilder is? Now, note you call him a machine. You didn't call him an artist. Knockout artist. Not wrecking machine. Running in there, doing something, anything. Oh, I'm a wrecking machine. I'm just here destroying anything. No, he's an artist. That's a knockout artist. You don't refer to him as you refer to him as an imperfect wrecking machine, not a knockout artist par excellence. What's the phrase? A knockout artist par excellence. See, that's what if this was Booger Inoue getting beat up by Nonito Donaire with fractured eyes and broken nose and gash over his eye. Somehow this dude is, after 16 fights with a lower knockout percentage, somehow his ass is way up there on the pound for pound list, despite a lower knockout percentage, a broken orbital bone, a broken nose, and a gashed over eye. Somehow you guys can't find a way, or I have to guess that because Deontay Wilder is the most imperfect, and you say that Monster Inoue is a wrecking machine or a knockout artist, then he must be a better or a more perfect knockout machine than Deontay Wilder. Very interested in how the fuck you come up with that conclusion. I'm confused. How could that be? If he has a lower knockout percentage, fewer title defenses, he doesn't. His knockout percentage, I do believe, is lower than Gervonta Davis's, and he has less fights. How does that work? How do you have a lower knockout percentage over less fights, but be more perfect? I think you're just a hater, man. I think you're just a hater that doesn't want to admit that he's wrong and ain't getting a check from Deontay Wilder. What you think? T Plum says, where was Windmill Wilder this fight? They're running out of insults. Every narrative is getting debunked every time he fights. Oh, see, he didn't get him in trouble. So he didn't see the windmill. You didn't see him doing Oscar De La Hoya. Because I don't know if you recall this or not, but when Oscar De La Hoya would get somebody hurt, he would get them against the ropes and throw a bunch of wide shots. A bunch of wide shots. He wasn't picking it. But the ref would come in and stop the fight. That's what Oscar De La Hoya used to do. When Deontay Wilder got somebody hurt, he would run in there and try to finish him off. But this one, no need. Go to sleep. And that's because he was dented. I believe Luis Ortiz had already been dented. Guess who else has already been dented? Tyson Fury is not the same Fury that's going to... The Tyson Fury that got into the ring with Deontay Wilder is not the same Tyson Fury that's going to get into the ring with Deontay Wilder again if he shows up. Because this one has already been knocked down 2 times, concussed 2 times, and had his eye gashed open by a journeyman named Otto Wallin. Damaged goods. And who has not fought top competition since. Deontay Wilder's been fighting people that he's got to be on his P's and Q's with. Not Tyson Fury. He said Fury fight just ain't going to happen. Well, you know, we got to go with the lie right now. We got to go until somebody says something otherwise, you know, he'll re-injure himself. I don't have any doubt that he'll re-injure himself or something like that, you know, something like that. Something will happen. Corey the Kid said, what Corey the Kid, it went by so fast. I think you're somebody else calling me a liar. People have no fucking idea what the word lie means, but okay, where did he go? Where'd Corey the Kid go? Hey man, thank you for the minding my blood pressure. You're right. I calmed it down. Where'd Corey the Kid go? I know he put some shit up in there that I was about to read. The comments. Hey man, we got 500 people in the building, man. Hit the like button. We got 494 in the building. We got 208 likes. You know what BFTB say? He say y'all ear sluts. So please get yourself out of the ear slut category and hit the like button. Or acknowledge your ear slutness and hit the dislike button. Either way, it don't. Oh, it said, I didn't call you a lie for none. Thanks, man. I thought I saw that shit. I thought I said somebody, why you lie? But hey, thank you very much, man, because I was looking for it. I thought that's what I saw. And I was going to go back to that. You know, them's fighting words, dog. When you call me a lie. I'm like, hey, hold on, man. I might be wrong, but I ain't going to lie to you. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but I ain't going to lie. But I do think Deontay Wilder is the most talented fighter I've ever seen. And I have to give that. And that is me somebody, I ain't giving that easy to somebody in the middle of their career or to the end of their career. But at this point, that was a beautiful fight, man. That was a beautiful fight. Very intelligent fight. And it was like taking candy from a baby for Wilder. The strange thing is how few people actually, when they were watching it, actually saw that. I mean, like, if you're really watching boxing, you should learn. Have you ever noticed that? Like, I might have had my channel for 3 years. 3 years, roughly 3 years now, since I've been making videos. No, when was in May of next year? It'll be 3 years. I'm in my like 2.5 years of making videos, and in doing so, I watch a lot more. I watch a lot more fights than I did before, right? Because I'm going to get up and I'm going to talk to you guys about it. The more I watch fights, the more I learn, the more I see, the more of the subtle things. I can see more subtle things that are going on in a boxing ring than I could 2 years ago. Because one, I'm listening to the comments of really good experts who are in the ring talk about what they see. And then just watching for those things, I'm starting to get a better eye for it. So I'm watching Deontay Wilder fight Luis Ortiz, and the whole time I'm like, he's setting up a right hand. And not only is he setting it up, he's setting it up. Luis Ortiz ain't stupid. He knows he's getting set up for that. But Deontay Wilder got it to the point where he had no choice, being he got wobbled with that left hook. When he got wobbled with that left hook, about right there, right, and he went like this, he was like, back of the head, and Wilder was like, yeah, back of the head. Keep moving your ass that direction. I'm going to slap your ass in the back of the ear again. Why don't you guys see this shit? Like, really? Why don't you see it? I see you on your Twitter. I'm listening to you guys on Twitter and seeing you on these other platforms. You talk more about fucking baseball and football than you talk about boxing. The fuck is going on? How I don't even have time to watch boxing. I mean, not boxing. I don't even have time. I don't even have time to watch basketball or watch college football. I'm completely boxing. If I'm not working, doing something with my family, I'm watching boxing. But yet I see you guys that claim to be boxing experts talk about football 90% of the fucking time that you talking about sports. You talking about football and what USC has done or what the Patriots have done. How do you have the time to watch all this boxing and think about boxing and still watch all that other stuff? How does that shit even work? Saboteur said, it's Ohio State. We go Blues. Sorry for not. But look, man, I just want to know. I've been a fan of your channel since 2 years ago for now. Thank you, Syndicate J, man. I appreciate it. I just was wondering, when you watch these boxing pundits, pay attention to their Twitter, pay attention to their Instagram, and see how much they actually talk about boxing versus how much they talk about other sports. I think you'll be amazed. That's not their primary interest. That's their job. Somebody said armchair boxing fans. Hold on. Where did that go? Oh, said Christopher, fuck armchair fake boxing fans and pundits clowns. Yeah. Pretty much, man. I mean, man, come on, man. Jay Dixon says people disrespect what Wilder does mostly because they're haters and have never personally knocked anybody out. BFTB went in on this the night of the fight. How could you not see that beautiful setup unless you don't want to? Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way. The only way you don't see it is if you just don't want to. Or you can't because you don't really like boxing. Blood Boxing said this a while ago, and I believe it's true, that a lot of these guys that cover boxing are not really boxing fans. Like Mark Kragel's not really a boxing fan. Mark Kragel got a job as a journalist because he lucked up and got an interview with Larry Holmes. Because Larry Holmes gave him an interview, then somebody hired him to cover boxing. But what he wanted to do is he wanted to cover baseball. But as you can tell, it's a much more competitive to be a competitive NBA journalist, to be an NBA journalist or a NFL journalist, because it pays more money. It's not ad hoc. It's not freelance, ad hoc and as freelance as boxing is. So they got plenty of people covering that. Boxing's a secondary sport, so they covered boxing to get it in. But that's not primarily their interest as far as, what they want to watch. And you can tell, man. Like, dude, I think maybe like blood boxing. I talked about blood boxing about like the Florida. They might pay attention to like one team. You know what I mean? Like one team, like they got a favorite NFL team or they got a favorite basketball team, something like that. But not like that. Anyway, it is what it is. It's just a job to some of the reporters. Yeah, man, obviously it is. But I do have, man, where did it go? I got my Deontay. I got my old boxing notebooks and shit. But then as I say that, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Now, Tyson Fury, bring your money over here. Yeah, pretty much. It's a check to these so-called journalists. Yeah, man, they're just, come on, man. Saying shit that's just ridiculous. But I ain't got no haters in here no more. Where the haters go? Y'all block all the haters? I've been looking, just trying to start a fight, dog. I can't even start no fight, dog. Y'all been shamed into submission? Have you been shamed into being quiet? This does not seem natural, homie. This does not seem natural. Show me said Wilder is the greatest knockout artist and the hardest puncher combined. I mean, he punches hard enough. He punches hard enough, homie. That's it. He punches hard enough. And it's already been proven that the guy that he's supposed to fight next can't take his punch. Also, this is his second rematch he just had. We see what happened. This is the second rematch we've seen. We see what's happened. It went to 11 with Luis Ortiz in the first fight. Second one, cut it to 7. It went the distance with Bermain Severn. Second fight, cut it to 1. Went the distance with Tyson Fury. What's up, Trap House? Subscribe to my man Trap House Boxing, co-host on OG Boxing. Dog, the record don't go well with you, Fury. And Fury has only had one rematch, huh? What happened when he fought Chisora first and Chisora 2? I know he didn't knock out Chisora in either one of those. But let's see. Tyson Fury. Because the only way Deontay, there's only one way that Tyson Fury is going to beat Deontay Wilder, and that's by going the distance. He has got to run and move and stay away and all of that shit. Tyson Fury, box rec. I really wish that they wouldn't hide the official records of boxing on Fight Facts. I swear to goodness, man. Where is Derek Chisora? Which Derek Chisora retired in the second fight, unanimous decision and retired. What, did he get injured or something? Oh, I should go to the bout. Look what happened in that second Derek Chisora fight. Ortiz learned nothing from the first fight, fell into Wilder's trap once again. Hey, man, he damn sure did. What's going on, Chevin? I've been saying for a while, Fury's undoing is his atrocious diet. Yeah, he is. He stayed fat. But that chin is really the problem, dog. Cynic and Jay says, don't worry, Fanon. If AJ beats Ruiz, the trolls will be back in full effect. Yeah, I don't know. I think they've been humbled, man. But we'll see if they have enough nerve. I'll see if they got enough nerve. I mean, do they? Fury should have lost. Hey, man, you know, like Superman, I've heard you say that before. I've not seen that McDermott fight. John McDermott, that was early in his career. And he had I think it looked like a TKO. Oh, no, the first fight, it just says points. It doesn't even say unanimous decision. It says points. Yeah, man, I miss trolls. They're an important part of the channel. You know what I mean? They're an important part of the channel. I mean, as long as they're not the type of troll like self-advertising trolls, you know what I mean? Like trolls of YouTube channels. They come into the chat, subscribe to my channel. Fuck Fanon. Subscribe to my channel. That type of shit. You know, but I found a unique way of getting rid of them. I'll do like 3 videos. Watch this shit. Tell you I got a little Deontay Wilder in me. If I want to get rid of a troll and have people stop making videos about me, I'll do a video about Leo Santa Cruz. Then I'll do a video about Josh Taylor. Or I might, and then I say I do a video about Caleb Plant. As soon as I do those videos, my view count will drop from like 4,000, 5,000 down to 1,000. And as soon as it gets down to 1,000 and they see a couple thousands, they'll leave me alone. Because I'll be like, people aren't watching Fanon's videos. So I'll go find somebody else to build my name off of. Fanon's done. And then as soon as they go to far away, I'll start doing a video. Let me do an Errol Spence video. Let me do a Terrence Crawford video. Let me do a Wilder video. Let me do this. And then I'll be like, fuck it. Let me make my numbers look good again. I'll bring my numbers back in. And then they'll come back, dog. They're hilarious with that shit, man. They're hilarious with that, dude. I'm telling you, it works. If you ever get a troll, do it. And it works financially too, because it doesn't matter. As long as you guys watch my videos, the videos are economically viable. Because people don't understand how this shit works. They don't know how YouTube works because they don't pay attention. Like just like these same people that act like they didn't see that fight they didn't see Deontay Wilder set up a right hand. The same people have no idea what CPM is and have absolutely no idea what the different regions are, or really even understand what analytics are at all. So they just look at, I did so well. I did so well. I got 10,000 views. Stupid ass. Wasting your fucking time and everybody else's. 7C said, as long as a casual like me are here. Are you not casual, 7C? What you talking about, man? Black Cloud Boss said, watch Fury versus Further. Fury got rocked by a fighter. Wilder retired. Of course, man. He got rocked by, dude. Watch Otto Wallin versus Tyson Fury round 12. He got wobbled in the 12th round of his last fight. Otto Wallin, I'm not just talking about the eye. Tyson Fury got wobbled in the last round of his last fight against Otto Wallin. Tyson Fury got dropped by a cruiserweight. He got dropped. He hit the deck 3 times against Deontay Wilder. He got dropped like a sack of potatoes when Deontay Wilder hit him. Like a sack of potatoes. But you know how it goes. Let's just change the point. Let's switch, because that's how they do, right? Say, hey, what's going on, KQKC? Same way. What's going on, Ticket TV in the building? Oh, yeah, it should have been stopped. Like, for example, look what the same media guys do with the Tyson Fury fight they did with this Luis Ortiz fight, right? Deontay Wilder knocks out Luis Ortiz. They just talk about how Luis Ortiz won 6 rounds and bring up scorecard. They go into a garbage can, pull out meaningless scorecards and parade them around as if that means something, right? What do they do with Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury actually lost that fight in the 12th round. Tyson Fury would have won the fight if he stayed on his feet, right? Wasn't it a draw? It was a draw, right? Deontay Wilder got a 10-8 round on all the scorecards in the 12th round because he knocked the guy down, which made it a draw. The story of that knockdown was that Deontay Wilder saved his championship because he knocked down Tyson Fury. That's the truth. When you look at the scorecards and you analyze the effect of that knockdown. But that's not how the media portrays it. They portray it the other way around, as if Tyson Fury somehow saved the day because he got up. No, Tyson, you lost the fight because you didn't win the fight because you got knocked down. That's the truth. But they will switch that shit up and tell a different story damn near every time. It's amazing to me, which is why I go out of my way to talk shit to y'all on Twitter. Because come on, man, stop playing people stupid. Stop playing people stupid, man. You taking stuff for the shit you saying. But don't let that get in the way, right? That's me spinning. Right? I had somebody come to my channel yesterday and said this ridiculous fucking argument. And by the way, I know you're listening. I know you're one of them ear sluts listening. I did a video. You remember? Because everybody, I said this the whole time leading up to the Tyson Fury fight. I mean, to the Luis Ortiz fight, right? What's going on, AKW Beats? I appreciate that, man. Look, man, I said the whole time it's a dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder. I got bubble guts. Because I think Luis Ortiz is second best fighter in the heavyweight division. That's what I believe. So the whole time, I'm like, I'm nervous. The fight happens. Deontay Wilder knocks him out. Then I come back and say, hey, I start sipping the tears of the haters. See, this is black. These are winners. These are winners' tears of joy. But I was sipping on I did a video when I was sipping on haters, the tears of these Wilder haters who were turning around talking about acting as if Deontay Wilder has something to be ashamed of in that fight. And this guy says to me, stop faking. You said the fight was going to be difficult. I said the fight wasn't going to be difficult. Dog, these people will say any fucking thing. So I'm like, hold on, man. I said it was difficult. I thought it was going to be difficult. What's the fucking problem? What am I faking? I thought the fight was going to be difficult. Deontay Wilder knocked him out, no problem. But you were acting as if, but here's the thing. Why do certain people, see, just because you said you thought Deontay Wilder was going to win by knockout, doesn't mean that you're not a Deontay Wilder hater, because that's what a lot of cats would do. You say, oh, this is an easy fight. This fight's not going to go outside of one round because it's a mismatch. Therefore, if Deontay Wilder gets anywhere past the first round, he did less than he should have. And if he knocks him out in the first round, then all he did was do what he was supposed to do. Therefore, lifting the bar well above him ever being able to exceed it. Right? Because you predicted that it was going to be a one-round fight, Deontay Wilder cannot do anything other than prove you right or have a subpar performance according to your definition. That's what you're doing when you say it's going to be a one-round fight. When I say it's going to be a difficult fight, I am acknowledging that Deontay Wilder is fighting somebody that is a credible opponent that he's going to have to work hard and earn a victory against. That only if he is on his money, if he is skilled, will he get out of this. What I'm doing is giving credit to Deontay Wilder leading into it. What you were doing is you were trying to diminish Deontay Wilder ahead of time. That's what you're doing. You are setting a bar where he can never succeed. What I did is I set a bar where if he did what I thought he could do, it would be an accomplishment. So you guys play these games, man. And then let me tell you, dude. Let me tell you. These motherfuckers think that you stupid. And because I'm not stupid, you guys actually this is a new thing I've noticed on my channel. You guys actually come around and try to use the fact that you can't beat me in an argument as somehow that being proof that my argument is invalid. Don't think I ain't caught that bullshit you trying. Oh, Fanon, You just because you're intelligent, and you know how to use arguments and you know how to use fancy words, that's the only reason what you're saying makes any sense, because you're cheating. What? Stupid is as stupid does, homie. Intelligence is as intelligence does. You can't come off intelligent if you stupid. Okay? You'll just be using a bunch of fancy fucking words, and people will look up at that shit and be like, Fanon, you full of shit. Hey, let me tell you in all of my wisdom and sophistication that the sun is made of snowballs. Because as you see, get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna convince nobody that you built a snowman on the fucking sun. Okay? Because we all fucking know the shit's hot. It's just what it is. Okay? So don't act like me telling you, dumbass, that a guy that has 41 knockouts in 43 fights knows how to box. I point out that simple fact. But it's my sneaky, unfair, dishonest intelligence that would make somebody believe that. Nah, dog. What I do is I will point out the structure of your fucking fallacy. Like, you're telling me that because you tore down Deontay Wilder, the expectation for Deontay Wilder's fight in advance, that somehow me saying it was a difficult fight is me faking like Deontay Wilder did something? Whatever, dude. Whatever. I will read your shit, and I'm not that smart. I'll do this. I just read what you say 3 times if I'm interested. See, if you write some dumb shit, I'm going to look at the end of it and be like, let me find something that he said that I want to comment on. Because he wrote 4 paragraphs. Obviously, he's lonely. He ain't getting no coochie and no respect. So he's spending his time writing me 15 paragraph letters like I got fucking time to read this shit. But what I'll do is let me read what he said at the beginning. Let me read a couple sentences in the middle. Let me read the end. And if there's any type of stupid shit you said in that bitch, I'll respond to it. I ain't reading your fucking paragraphs. Fuck out of here, nigga. Y'all don't work for you. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. If you can't say that shit in 3 sentences, it ain't worth hearing, homie. Okay? 3 sentences is what you get. Okay? 3 sentences. Anything above that? Nah, dog. You ball hogging other people's time, dog. Go get some pussy, okay? Go find you some pussy or some respect. One or the other, okay? And preoccupy your time. I stole that from BFTB, though. I've been looking to use BFTB's line for like a week now, and I just threw it in all ad hoc. You know what I mean? I ain't got no time for that dumb shit, dog. No time. Savage Henry, that's fine. What's going on with that? Oh, I gotta tell you, Patreons, I got a book of the month. I got a book of the week series coming up. Oh, wait. Earth-breaking, dog, on the intellectual tip. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God, man. I'm reading a book called Civilized to Death. Civilized to Death. Ooh, wee. I'm going to tell. Now I think I see. I'm combining. After I get done with this book, I'm going to use Neely Fuller Jr., Francis Carswellsey, and this cat's book, Civilized to Death, to give the real reason why I think they can't stand us, dog. Because, dog, we fucked up. We fucked up. Hey, we fucked up. What we giving ourselves credit for doing was really a fuck up. It's really a fuck up. We built the prison. They just took it over. That's crazy. Tune into the Patreon this week. Remember, we built the prison. They just took it over. That's it. But we built it. Yeah. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. We built the prison. They just took it over. If Fury beats Wilder, will you consider him the greatest? Let me see Alex McClendon. If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. I ain't worried about no shit like that. For what? But first and foremost, I don't consider Wilder the greatest. So why would I give Tyson Fury the greatest? Did anybody say Deontay Wilder was the greatest heavyweight of all time? No, didn't. Said he's the hardest puncher and the best knockout artist that I've seen or know of in boxing. Okay? Oh, yeah, Trap. We built it, dog. We built it. Oh, shit. I was listening to this shit. This was not the author's point of view, right? The author's just explaining something. But I was listening like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I know now. Oh, I'd hate us too. Oh, man. If human beings are like dogs where you can breed dislike, oh, yeah, I can see why they don't like anything, any dark-skinned person they see. I know they can't stand us. Innately, deep in their soul, homie. And that's for some shit that really fucking popped off, homie. Okay? We. But you got to understand that you really have to get past a lot of ideas about what you think freedom is and what freedom is, what progress is. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not going to keep it going. That's for the Patreon. But, hey, yeah, especially if you believe everything that you hear about Egypt. Yeah, dog, it's ugly, homie. It's ugly, homie. It's real ugly. And that could be a deep-seated dislike. Real deep-seated dislike. Nothing surprises me in boxing. But anyway, we'll do that on the Patreon. Make sure you guys tune in to that. Oh, and another message. If you are what is in the Patreon stays in the Patreon. Okay? For real. The Patreon is about learning and about using life examples to make people make better decisions. Okay? That's what it is. And if that's not what you're in the Patreon for, leave the Patreon. I don't want your money. Please. It's nothing to do with boxing. It's nothing to do with anything other than how can we work together, learn from our experiences to be more constructive and productive people. That is the entire purpose of it. And if you're not there for that purpose, please leave. I don't need the $10 that bad. And I can refund you. Okay? Just let me know. Like, hey, well, I'm not refunding you, but you can get the fuck out. How about that? Now, for now, how much is your Patreon? $10. It's $10 a month. But if you call me, I give people access to stuff when they ask for special access to things. I don't have a problem with that. Wilder putting Fury to sleep faster because Fury has no power. Yeah, man. Fury can't punch, but somehow they missing that part of the equation, that he doesn't have any power at all. Can't punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Dude big as a house has no punching power. He's just going to try to lay on Deontay Wilder. Lay on him, forearm him. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not. No, I'm not. KOD, back again to enjoy your casual insight. Yeah, it's real casual. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let KOD up out of here. Don't throw him out. We like, that's really, come on, you know who that is, dog. You know who that is. You know who that really is. Look, kind of like Deontay Wilder with that casual punch to the chin. Boop, shack. Fight over? Yeah, real casual, homie. Real casual. I don't even break a sweat, homie. Even though my dude did tell me to watch my blood pressure, I was feeling it in my neck a little bit because I was yelling and getting excited, because of y'all. Got me all hot under the collar because you keep acting like you don't see greatness slapping you in the face. Okay? You guys want to hand out greatness every other fucking week. Okay? And that's why I'm joining. That's why I said I don't even care. All right, I'm coming out and I'm telling you, Deontay Wilder is the greatest knockout. Is the greatest knockout puncher in the history of boxing. Okay, there's nobody that I've ever seen or know of that does it any better than him. Okay, and since I was really tentative to give to apply the trite term historic to anybody because of how y'all behave. With Deontay Wilder, I'm giving it to him because last week Canelo Alvarez was historic. A month before that, Manny Pacquiao was historic. Before next week, Josh Taylor's going to be historic. Historic. Everybody's historic, but yet a guy on 41 knockouts in 43 fights, 10 heavyweight title defenses. There's no boxer on the planet that is going to take a shot straight from him. But yet, he lost every round. You can't find a way to get this dude around in 5 fights. Okay? 5 fights and you can't find a way to get a guy around. You even make up rules. Oh, he got up and won the rest of the round. What? Yeah, Tyson Fury knocked him down. Yeah, Tyson Fury knocked him down. But he got up and won the rest of the round. I don't think rounds are scored that way. I think you either won the round or you lost it. Okay, that's what it is. They don't have a score for the first 3 minutes, for the first minute, score for the second minute, score for the third minute. Okay, if they did that, shit, the scores would be 336. The winner would have 336 points and not 112, right? Wouldn't that be the score if they scored every third of a round? They got 12 rounds, homie, not 36. Okay? You just scored a round. You can't get knocked down and get up and win the rest of the round. Only thing you can do is get up and maybe even out the round if you knock them down. But that's just some mental masturbation y'all like to do to make, oh, well, he got up and look what he did. He did a jump. He jigged. He shot a jig. Oh, you see him stick his tongue out? That's got to be worth a point. Fucking kick rocks, dog. Introducing said, just sub to the Patreon. Thank you, man, because y'all going to enjoy this. Hey, for real, you would never, this is my theory. Hey, you ain't never going to hear him say this. I promise you. I've never heard anybody say this. I've heard an anthropology student say this one time. He was saying, I don't know what we did, but we did something really, really bad. We had to have done something really, really bad for them to dislike Africans that much. Like it is like beyond rationality, the dislike. Why is that? That's the only time I've ever heard. But this, yeah, that could be some ingrained shit right there. 10 title defenses, 9 by KO. You know how that go. Nah, drink more water. Nah, dog. No. But we'll talk about it after I do the Patreon. After I get the Patreon up and I do it, then I'm going to let everybody from the Patreon that's in the Patreon listen to it. And then I'll talk about it after everybody else has already heard it. But on the real, I think that's it. And on top of it, you'll see why people love hunting. People love hunting, love fishing, love hunting. Anyway, it is what it is. Man, go check out my man KQKC Boxing coming up next. With that, we out. Peace. No, well before the Moorish conquest, Soul Power. Well before that. Peace.